So this is our third tutorial. In this particular tutorial, we will talk about the multi-dimensional conduction heat transfer, and specifically we will deal with two numerical problems which are related to two-dimensional conduction heat transfer. Okay, so let me read the problem statement. We have a two-dimensional rectangular plate which is subjected to prescribed boundary conditions using the results of exact solution for the heat equation. So the results of exact solution for two-dimensional heat equation are already dealt in our in your lecture. So using these results, we have to calculate the temperature at midpoint 1, 0.5. So if you see, this is x and y, this is our origin. So one will be in x direction, one will be like this here, and in y direction 0.5. So means I have to calculate temperature at this point 1, 0.5. Okay, so I have to calculate temperature at the center of this plate by considering first 5 non-zero terms of the infinite series. So while we have obtained the solution, exact solution, we are having one infinite series involved. So we have to include the first 5 non-zero terms of that infinite series. Okay. Now we have to assess the error resulting from using only the first 3 terms. So first we have to calculate using first 5 terms, and then we have to see if we only include first 3 terms, then how much, first 3 non-zero terms, then how much error will be coming into our solution. Okay. So, and we have to also plot the temperature distribution for x 0.5. It means for this bottom face, and 1 y. It means for this right face. So for these two faces, sorry, x1 means center. Sorry. At these two faces already boundary conditions are given. So here I have to plot temperature at x comma y equal to 0.5. So y equal to 0.5 is this line. So along this line I have to plot temperature, and t1 comma y, so means along this line. Okay, so question is clear. Question is having 4 different parts. First part is determine temperature at T1, 0.5 using 5 points. Then determine same using 3 points and estimate error. And then we have to plot the temperature at this plane and temperature at this particular plane. Okay, so question is clear.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now can you tell me what was the solution, how solution is given in your lecture for this two-dimensional conduction heat transfer problem?
C1 cos lambda x plus C2 sin lambda x
Yes, so if
into C3 to the power lambda x plus C4 e to the power minus lambda x.
correct, but values of C1, C2, C3 were also calculated, na?
Yeah, by applying boundary condition.
Boundary condition. Okay, so let me tell you one thing. The question which you did in the, or the derivation which you did in the lecture, there the boundary condition was some fixed temperature T2 at top boundary, and all other 3 boundaries were maintained at T1, considering the situation T2 greater than T1. So in this question also, boundary conditions are exactly similar to those which are actually given in that particular derivation. Okay, so that's why, can I use final equation directly? So we have obtained equation in the form of theta. Have you used method of separation of variables or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We used to.
So the equation was in the form of theta. Theta xy equal to t as function of xy minus t1 divided by t2 minus t1. This was the definition of theta, and final equation after substituting the boundary conditions was 2 by pi summation of n varies from 1 to infinity, and then we were having this minus 1 power n plus 1 minus 1 divided by n into sine of n pi x by L into sine hyperbolic n pi y by L divided by sine hyperbolic n pi w by L. Okay, so this was the final equation which was derived in that particular lecture. So now can you tell me what is L and what is W in this question? How much is L and how much is W? After looking into this figure, can you tell me how much is L and W?
L is 1 and W is 2.
L is 2 and W is 1. So L was taken along x direction in that particular derivation. Okay. So L is equal to 2 and W is equal to 1. Okay. So now at what point you have to determine the temperature? At point 1 comma 0.5. So we will be substituting x to be, we will be substituting over here x to be 1 and y to be 0.5, and L and W also we have. And how many terms we have to consider for this?
5.
5 non-zero terms. Okay. So what will happen when my n will be equal to 2? When n is 2, then my equation will become sine 2 pi into x is 1 divided by L. L is how much? 2. So it will become how much?
0.
0. For n equal to 4,
Both is 0.
Again 0.
so for all the even values of n, this is becoming 0. So it means if I have to use 5 non-zero terms, so I have to include how many values? 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Correct? Okay. So what I will be doing then? First, in the entire equation, I will substitute n equal to 1. Then I have summation sign. Then I will do plus with n equal to 3 plus n equal to 5. Correct? So if I do so, I will be finding finally that my theta at 1 comma 0.5 is nothing but 2 by pi times 0.755 minus 0.063 plus 0.08 minus 0.001 and plus 0.0001. Okay, and finally if you see, this whole value will comes out to be 0.445. Okay, so if I have now value of theta, can I calculate t? Can I calculate t at 0.1 comma?
Yes, sir.
So that is very easy. So I will be getting t at 0.1 comma 0.5 to be nothing but equal to 94.5 degree Celsius. Okay. So this is the first part. Now second part is if we consider only the first 3 terms. So if we consider only these 3 terms and neglect other 2, in that case my theta will become theta at 1 comma 0.5. By considering first 3 terms is becoming 0.46. So if you know the theta for 2 different parameters, can you find out relative error?
Yes, sir.
So that will be less than 0.2%. Okay. So while you will be finding out relative error, which value you will be taking in the denominator to be correct? Which value?
The value of temperature That we get by assuming 5.
5 points.
Yeah,
That will be more
5
accurate.
points.
Okay, fine. Now, what is the second part of the question? Second part of the question says you have to plot temperature along this entire plane and along this plane, these two planes. So can you tell me for this entire plane how I can find out temperature? What I have to do? So everywhere my
Y
value
is
of
equal to 0.5 and x is equal to something.
x, I have to vary 3-4 points. Okay. So if I calculate at 3-4 points the value of temperature, can I plot this with x versus t? Can I plot it? So this particular line is corresponding to x plane and this another line is corresponding to vertical plane. Fine. This point is clear.
Yes.
How you can obtain these profiles? Nothing but you have to repeat the process for multiple points along x and y direction. Is it okay? Can I move to next question?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Next question is, if we consider the two-dimensional rectangular plate problem 1, plate of problem 1 having a thermal conductivity of 50 watt per meter Kelvin. So an additional thing is given now that thermal conductivity of the plate is 50 watt per meter Kelvin. Beginning with the exact solution for the temperature distribution, derive an expression for heat transfer rate per unit thickness from the plate along the lower surface. Okay, and we have to also evaluate the heat transfer rate considering the first 5 non-zero terms of the infinite series. So question is clear. We have same plate, but for this plate now at y equal to 0 and x varying from 0 to 2, it means for this bottom face, what I have to do? I have to determine how much heat is passing through this bottom face. Correct? Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
How can I write the formulation of heat transfer from the bottom face? What will be formulation of heat transfer rate from bottom face? Please tell me what will be formulation? See, heat transfer vector will be normal. So if you see this bottom face is having what type of boundary condition? Fixed temperature boundary condition.
Yes, sir.
So it means this bottom face is nothing but an isotherm.
Yes, sir.
If this is an isotherm, we know that heat flux vector is always normal to the isotherm. Is this point clear?
Yes, sir.
So if heat flux vector is normal to the isotherm, now can you tell me what will be the equation of heat transfer rate for this? This is very simple. So if I have isotherm and heat flux vector is normal to the isotherm, okay, this is direction y and this is direction x. For two-dimensional problem, what is heat transfer rate? Or say heat flux? Having constant thermal conductivity. Will it be like this?
Yes, sir. In both direction, we have gradient of temperature.
Yes. But for this bottom surface or isotherm, which is parallel to x-axis, what will be value of del T by del X? This is very, very simple thing. Please reply. if your temperature is constant along x direction.
Ah,
and
0.
So I can say that heat flux will be minus k into del T by del Y at y equal to 0. Correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay. So now if I have to find out the overall heat transfer from this wall, so obviously this del T by del Y is something which will not be constant. At different locations, the value of del T by del Y will be variable. Fine. So if I have to determine the total heat which is going out of this particular surface, that I have to do integration of dq out, correct? And that integration will be from 0 to L, and L is equal to 2 over here. Now this integration from 0 to 2, in place of dq, I can write minus k into del T by del Y at y equal to 0 and multiplied by the area. Now if I consider unit thickness, my area will be dx. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now I have to determine this del T by del Y. So from exact solution, we already know, I have told you in the previous question, from exact solution, we already know that theta equal to T minus T1 by T2 minus T1, which is equal to 2 by pi summation n varies from 1 to infinity minus 1 power n plus 1 divided by plus 1 divided by n into sine of n pi x by L into sine hyperbolic n pi y by L divided by sine hyperbolic n pi w by L. Okay. Now, if I know the value of T, or in other words, if I have to find out del T by del Y, can I write it like this? T2 minus T1 into del theta by del Y. Can I write del T by del Y equal to T2 minus T1 into del theta by del Y?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let me now calculate then del T by del Y at y equal to 0, which will be equal to T2 minus T1 into del theta by del Y at y equal to 0. If you do so, you will be finding it is nothing but 2 by pi summation n varies from 1 to infinity. Please do this differentiation by your own. I am giving you the final expression, which will come out to be minus 1 power n plus 1 divided by n into sine n pi x by L. Why we are getting sine n pi x by L as it is? Because we are differentiating with y only. Okay. So that's why other terms will be remaining as constant. So this n pi by L into cos hyperbolic n pi y by L divided by sine hyperbolic n pi w by L was a constant term, so it will remain as it is, and this entire we are calculating at y equal to 0. Correct? So now if I substitute this, say this is my, this entire term is say some term P, so I can write Q out will be equal to integration from 0 to 2 T2 minus T1 into P dx. Is it correct? So if you do so, it is given in the question that you have to consider first 5 terms of this series. So if you consider the first 5 terms of the series, you will be finally finding that, sorry, I missed over here one term, that is minus k. So here minus k will also come. So if I include first 5 terms, then I will be finding the solution finally to be 5.611 kilowatt per meter. Why I am writing per meter? Because when we have considered this area, that we have considered dx into 1, thickness of the lower face we have considered to be unity. So this is how, if you know the temperature profile, you can find out the heat transfer from a face. Now one assignment is to you, that the way I have applied this procedure for the lower face, you have to apply the same procedure for the top face. So you will be finding some mathematically some singularity over here when you will be doing it for the top face. So now I will not discuss that. This is one assignment problem to you, that try this formulation for the top face, and finally let me know. You should find some mathematical singularity over here. Okay, so that is something which you have to try. So with this, our tutorial 3 is complete, and in our next tutorial we will talk about unsteady this multi-dimensional conduction heat transfer. Okay.